Hello everyone, welcome to our channel of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. My name is Kajal Kulkarni and I am going to teach grade 6 English. That is, we are going to see today honeysuckle. Students, just tell me that if I give some bad words or if I say something bad to you, so will those words will be taken back? No, right? I won't be able to take those words back again. So similarly, we human, it is God gifted that we human can think and we can talk. Okay, we can think and we can talk. Just imagine, without thinking, I am just talking. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. To speak, I have to think first, right? I have to arrange the words in such a way that I can present it to you and you can understand what I want to speak, right? So today we are going to see all about wonderful words. What are these wonderful words, students? Yes, we say please, sorry, thank you, please understand me, right? I can understand what is your problem. If suppose someone is in some problem and you just go in front of that person or to your friend, you go to meet your friend and he or she is in some problem and you come to know that that person, friend is really in some problem, but that friend is not speaking, he or she is not opening up. So will you come to know exactly what the problem she or he is facing? Yes, we don't come to know, right? So to make ourselves very clear, we have to open up and we have to speak, right? If suppose a very intelligent person is having good ideas in him, okay, and if those ideas he doesn't speak out, he doesn't share it, so those ideas will be in him only, it won't be shared with anyone, right? So in this poem, today we are going to see a poem, The Wonderful Words. So in this poem we are going to see all about the wonderful words. Now children, just imagine that in this world we are having so many languages, right? So just imagine if there were no languages at all, then how would you and me communicated with each other? How we would have communicated with each other? It would have become very, very difficult. Yes? So we all human beings on this world, we all know at least minimum one language, that is your mother tongue, right? So that mother tongue or that language you should be very perfect with, right? You should be very perfect with those with that language. And when we speak, the words which the words that are coming out, it should be arranged in such a way that it is clear enough for the person who is in front to understand those words. Okay, so imagine a world without language. All humans speak at least one language. The words we speak bring out our thoughts. Now how this line can be how you can come to know that the words that we are speaking shows our thoughts. If suppose someone or just I will give an example that if your parents, if you all are going out somewhere and you see one very good toy in a shop, toy means it is like a game, okay, and you are so much eager to take that game and play it, so you tell your parents that you want that game, but your parents deny to give you. They say no, you are already having so many games, so why do you want one more game? So in that anger, you become angry when they say no. So the words that come out, that shows what are your thoughts in your mind. So that shows the anger, right? So the words which we speak brings out our thoughts. Okay. So students, I request all of you that just speak out. Don't keep yourself conserved. Don't be conservative. Just speak whatever difficulty or whatever problem or whatever situation you are in, whatever ideas you are having, just try to speak it out. Okay. So it will be very helpful for you and to clear all your doubts. One more thing students, that if suppose you are very angry with your parents, okay, you are angry with your parents and you just tell your parents that you don't listen to me, you are not loving me, it is a very generation gap between us, you don't understand my thoughts, you are not understanding my views, my point of views. So in that case students, if you don't speak, if you don't sit and talk to your parents, how will they come to know that what exactly you are going through? If suppose you are having some problem and you are not sharing it with your parents, then how will they come to know that what problems you all are facing? So just try to speak out. Okay. Now suppose if in your house your grandparents are there, okay, and grandparents when they turn old, they keep on talking, or they keep on scolding, or they keep on calling you all, they need some help. So you all just get irritated, frustrated, and you all say anything to them, right? You all don't respect them, you all just say anything, any words to them. So just keep in mind students that these words which is coming out of your mouth is not taken back again. So what words you are telling to your grandparents, it may hurt them so much that you will be very sorry that when they will leave, when they will go, means they will leave you and go away, that time you will really feel very sorry for whatever words you have passed. So while talking or while communicating, just see that the words that are coming out of your mind or of your mouth should not hurt someone. It should be very soothing. It should not it should not create any problem to anyone. Okay. So this poem is all about the words that are used. Okay. So we will start with the poem now. Never let a thought shrivel and die, for want of a way to say it. Means these lines are saying that never let your thoughts die. See, when someone, if suppose you are not comfortable with some language, or if suppose you are not having the vocabulary, means not having, you are having short of words, you are unable to express. So that time please don't let your thoughts to die. Shrivel, shrivel means something that it becomes smaller, especially when it is in dry condition, or suppose it becomes dry. So don't let your thoughts to die or to dry off, okay, just because you are running short of words. See, sometimes even when we are talking, when we are doing this recording and all that, we really get confused and we go short of words. We don't understand which word to be used. So just don't stop yourself there. Try to use some other word, and make your thought complete, make your sentence complete. Whatever message you want to pass it on completely. So these lines says, never let a thought shrivel and die, for want of a way to say it. Just because you are running short of words, don't let your thoughts die. Just keep on trying and don't keep yourself, if you are running short, see suppose when a student is going in front of the teacher, okay, and the teacher is asking the student to speak only in English, but the child is not comfortable with that language, or even if the child is comfortable with that language, he or she may be running short of words, means where suppose some sentence is there and that child is unable to convey the message clearly, means he is not able to frame the sentence. So what he will do? He will shut his mouth and he will go back and sit in his place. So what will happen in that case? That whatever thought was there in his mind, it will not be shared to the teacher. So don't do that. When you are running short of words or your thoughts, then you have to try more, okay. Then for English is a wonderful game and all of you can play it. Now here it is saying that English is a wonderful game, means not only English language but all the languages are really very wonderful, and it is like a game. We have to play like a game. When we are talking, we have to talk so comfortably and we have to make ourselves so comfortable that when the language is used, it is used in such a way that we feel like we are playing a game, okay. So the language, not only English but your mother tongue also, Hindi, Marathi, any language, it is like a game. So you should be perfect with the language, with at least one language which is your mother tongue. You should be, see some students, they say that my mother tongue is Gujarati, suppose Gujarati, but they are going in English medium school, so the language, the mother tongue, they are unable to speak sometimes. So be perfect in what language, at least one language what you are comfortable with, okay. And it is just like a game. We have to realize that it is a game that we are playing. The words which are we using, they are framed in such a way that we complete the sentence and we are just playing with those words. All that you do is match the words to the brightest thoughts in your head. Now we all know match the pairs, right? We are having match the pairs. One side, to the left we have some options, to the right we have some options. So what we do? We just draw the lines or we do the matching, we do the match. If suppose shoes, socks we say, right? So we are matching the things. So similarly, the words which we are talking, which we are using, which we are framing into a sentence should be matched first, okay. It should be matched in our head. See, whenever we are talking, we are just not keeping our we are not thinking and just talking. We have to think and we have to talk. Now when I am talking with you all, I am explaining something to you. So I have to think what next sentence I have to use or what next I have to tell you all. So what you have to do, you have to match the words in such a way in your head you have to match it in such a way that the brightest thought comes out from your mouth, so that they come out clear and true and handsomely groomed and fed. Now why do you have to think? Why do you have to think before you talk? Just rubbishly I will come here and just I will read the poem and just I will say anything, blah 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 blah. Is it okay? Will you all understand what exactly I want to tell you all? No. So what I have to do? First I have to think, and in my head I have to frame some words and sentences, and then I have to deliver the brightest of my thought. And why I have to do that? So that whatever is coming out is true. Whatever is coming out is true and clear. It should be clear, and it is so nicely, handsomely groomed. What do you mean by handsomely groomed? It means it is custom made or refined. The words which we are using, they are refined and custom made. It is having a pleasing appearance. If I am just talking rubbish, see, when someone is fighting on the road, will you like to listen those fights? And suppose every day someone starts fighting, and every morning when you get up, those fighting, those harsh words are going in your ears, it coming in your ears. So will you like it? No. But if suppose some very pleasant words are coming, very pleasant thoughts are coming to your mind, to your ears, to listen, so what will happen? You will definitely feel very happy to listen those words. So similarly, the poet here, she is telling that think the words, match the words in your head in such a way that whatever you are delivering is so clear and true, and it is so handsomely groomed, means it is so pleasant to listen, and fed. Fed means what? To make someone eat something. So here, do you mean that we have to eat the thoughts? No. The words that are spoken, it should be, the thoughts should be given the words to eat. Means if you are using two words, so will your thought be very clear and complete? No. So to make a sentence very clear, you have to use a lot of words so that you can complete with your sentence and you can complete your thought clearly and truly. Okay. Then the next line says, for many of the loveliest things have never yet been said. What I said now, the students, suppose for example, if they want to tell some idea, if they want to share some idea with the teacher, if suppose some competition is there and the child is really having good idea in his mind or her mind, so if they want to share it with the teacher, but they are not comfortable with the language English, they are not comfortable. So what they will do? Will they keep quiet? Please don't do that. Do come forward and express all your views. Don't be shy of anyone. See, even though if you are unable to speak in English, you can try, you can frame words. Yes, you can frame words, you can come and try, put yourself forth in front of everyone, and if you will try, definitely you will be overcoming with the problem, and you will, whatever is there in your mind will come out. But this line says, for many of the loveliest things have never yet been said. Means in your mind, in your thoughts, there are very good ideas. You are really having very good ideas. But since you are running short of words, you are unable to put forth your ideas. Okay. So these lines says that you in your mind there are many ideas yet to come. Words are the food and dress of thought. They give it its body and swing. Now here the poetess says that the words that we are using, they are the food and dress of thoughts. If we are not using any words, again I am repeating, if we are not using any words, then what will happen? Will your thought come out? Will you be able to express yourself? No. So the words are really the food and they are the clothes of the thought. Means the thought to come out of your mind, the words are really necessary as the food. Okay. And they give it its body and swing. Now these words which are there in your, the thoughts which are there in your mind, if it will come in the form of words, then it will get its body and swing. Swing means a rhythm to come forward, to speak. Okay. And everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. It says that everyone is longing today to hear, means everyone is thinking or willing to listen something good, listen something fresh, something beautiful from you. Not the same things, means if suppose a child is sitting quietly, not speaking with anyone, not sharing any ideas, so we say that that child is really very dumb, right? He or she is never coming up, never speaking anything. But if you will try to open up, then only you will be recognized by the people. Students, if you will be quiet sitting at one place, nobody will recognize you. Means the students who are speaking a lot, who are expressing themselves, they will be seen, they means they will be seen everywhere and they will be very famous in the class. But the students who are keeping very quiet and silent, they won't come up with new things. Okay, so everyone wants to listen to new thing, everyone wants to listen something fresh, something beautiful from you, right? So longing, everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful things. Longing means a wish. Everyone's wish is to listen something fresh and beautiful things. If I will keep on explaining and keep on talking and you are sitting mum, then what will happen? You will become very bored, you will feel sleepy, right? So you all want to listen something fresh, something beautiful, something new. So similarly, to make yourself listen to something new, you have to give creative thoughts. Okay, but only words can free a thought from its prison behind your eyes. Now this line says that only words can free a thought from the prison behind your eyes. Means whatever you are thinking, see students, now also you all must be thinking something, even though you all are listening to me, but something must be or may be going in your mind, right? You may be thinking about something. So when you are thinking something creative, okay, so you have to open up, you have to use the words, only and only you have to use the words. If you will use the words, then only that prison means, see, nobody likes to remain in the jail. Will you like to sit in one room and it is locked inside? Will you like to sit in that room where there is nothing, no TV, nothing, no source of entertainment, and you are made to sit in one room, dark room? Will you like to sit there? No, definitely no. Then the words are and the thoughts are in such a way, you are keeping your thoughts in the prison. Your head is the prison. Okay, whatever thoughts you are having in your head, you are not bringing it out. So try to open up, try to bring your new ideas, so that the words are left out from the prison. They are released, they are freed from the prison of in your head. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous new surprise. So lastly, Mary O'Neill, she is telling that maybe your mind is really holding right now in your mind some very amazing idea is going on, some very marvelous idea is going on, and that marvelous idea will really make everyone surprised. So if suppose students, you all are having science exhibition, right? You have science exhibition, and in that the teacher or your friends, they tell you to share something. So definitely I am very much sure that all of you, each and every personality has different thinking, different thoughts, different ideas, right? Now I am having some different ideas, you may be having some different ideas. So when all these ideas come forward, when you put forward your ideas, and when the ideas are coming together, and when we implement on those ideas, then what is coming out of that? a very good, you can say a very good result is coming out of that. Okay. So, this poem is telling all about the wonderful words. So, students, try that you never hurt someone by saying bad words or using the bad words. Not the bad words means those bad words, but any silly language. Keep yourself politely. Okay, whenever you are speaking, see that you are speaking politely with everyone. Not only with your parents, your elders at home, but also with your friends and family members and your relatives, your neighbors. Try that you always give good out of you, not the bad out of you. Every person has, see, everyone has good side and a bad side, right? Every person or everyone has a good as well as bad. As we say, there are disadvantages as well as the advantages, right? So, similarly, the human being is also having a good side and a bad side. See, sometimes when you are in front of a mirror or something is happening, suppose your friend or someone is doing something wrong and you are knowing that that child is doing wrong. So, will you support that friend? Even though if he or she is your very best friend, but he or she is doing something wrong. So, will you cover it up or will you open up? You have to definitely open up. Why? Because if you will tell or if you will guide, what will happen? The wrong thing which is going to happen may become something good for that friend, right? So, you have to be very polite when you are talking. This poem is telling all about the words. Okay. So, did you understand this poem, students? Really, it was a very good poem, and we have learned a lot from this poem. That try to open yourself, don't keep yourself conserved. Okay, you have to open. If you will talk with your parents, if you will have discuss something with your parents, then only they will come to know what exactly is happening, right? See, if you will overcome it, then you will feel that you have really come out of the stress that is you were facing from so many days. See, when someone is really facing some problem, something is going on with someone's life, and he or she is unable to open up, not sharing anything with anyone, then what happens? Internally that person keeps on crying or having some or the other thoughts, in very bad thoughts in the mind. So, you have to open up with your thoughts. Okay, students? So, this poem was really, I really like this poem a lot, and a very good message has come to you from this with the help of this poem, that even if, please don't think yourself that you can't do anything or you can't speak. If you will try to overcome with your negativity, then definitely you will be able to come forward with good thoughts and good ideas. Okay. So, this poem, we have completed this poem here, and I have told you the meanings. Shrivel means something that becomes smaller, especially because of drying condition, because of drying, it becomes dry. Okay. Then handsomely groomed means something that is having pleasing appearance, something that is custom made. Okay. Then swing means ek lay, we say no, one rhythm in one tune. Okay. So, that is swing. Then longing means ichha, to have some wish. And marvelous means very amazing. Okay. So, students, here we have completed this poem, and I am sure that you have taken a lot from this poem, and definitely you will change yourself with the help of this poem. Okay. So, if any doubts, you can have the discussion in the doubt solving session. Till then, thank you.